Welcome to the Deep Dive, your shortcut to getting properly clued up on the big shifts shaping our world. Today, we're jumping into something huge for the UK's Economy Chancellor Rachel Reeves's announcement. We're talking 86 billion for research and development.
Yeah, a massive figure. It's a four-year plan, really focusing on life sciences, AI, and green industries, right? So our mission, unpack what it all means for you in the UK. Okay, let's get into it.
It's definitely ambitious and really important, I think. This 86 billion is specifically set aside to boost R&D in those key areas you mentioned. And what's quite interesting is there's up to 500 million specifically for regional innovation clusters.
Regional clusters.
Exactly. It's about empowering local leaders, letting them drive research in their own patches. Innovation isn't just a London thing.
Right, that regional angle is really interesting. It's not just top-down.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's dig into the main chunk of this investment. How is this 86 billion actually going to help, say, life sciences specifically? What difference will we see? Well, for life sciences, it's not just throwing money at it.
Yeah.
It's strategic.
Yeah.
Aiming to speed up drug discovery is a big part. For instance, using AI to find the right patients for clinical trials much faster. That could seriously cut down trial times. Places like Liverpool could really benefit there. And crucially, it's also backing an AI-ready health data platform.
AI-ready data, what does that actually involve?
It's about standardizing how data is formatted, creating secure ways to access anonymized information, which you absolutely need to train good AI models for, say, diagnostics. Put together, it really could, change patient care quite dramatically and boost the UK's standing in medical tech.
Yeah, faster drug discovery, better care. That's
Yeah.
genuinely exciting. Okay, building on that, let's talk AI, artificial intelligence. It feels like it's everywhere now. How will this funding help drive breakthroughs there? You mentioned healthcare, but also things like transport. Is the aim to really cement the UK as a tech leader?
Absolutely. The AI funding is designed to spark breakthroughs across loads of different sectors. We're talking about projects that could improve everything from how accurate medical diagnoses are, like we said, to making transport networks run much more smoothly. By investing here, the UK isn't just trying to keep up, it's aiming to be, a real pioneer. And it's not just for the big tech firms, it's also about helping smaller companies, even public services, use AI better.
Okay, and the third pillar, green industries. Hugely important for, well, everything. What's the plan there? Clean energy, things like better batteries, maybe. How does this fit with cutting carbon emissions?
Yeah, if we connect this to the bigger picture,
Yeah.
the green industry's investment is fundamentally about sustainable growth. It includes quite a bit for clean energy, things like developing next-gen batteries that last longer, maybe even pilot projects for storing energy on a really big scale.
Ah, grid scale storage.
Exactly. That directly tackles the issue of renewables sometimes being intermittent. It fits right into the UK's goals for cutting carbon emissions, aggressively actually, and building a sustainable economy. It gives us an edge in that global green race.
Right, it's about future-proofing the economy, too. Now, you mentioned the regional side earlier, that 500 million. Can you tell us a bit more about that, spreading the innovation out?
Yeah, that regional money is key. It acknowledges different areas have different strengths, these clusters, they get funding and a degree of autonomy. Local universities, local businesses can identify R&D priorities that make sense for them, maybe marine tech near the coast or advanced manufacturing somewhere else. It's a direct attempt to tackle those regional economic gaps and hopefully boost growth everywhere, not just in one or two hotspots.
It sounds like a really comprehensive plan, hugely ambitious, but with something this big, there must be challenges, right? Hurdles to actually making it work.
Oh, absolutely. You're right. Just the sheer scale makes coordination tricky. You need really careful oversight to make sure the money's used effectively, that it all pulls in the same direction.
Oh.
Avoiding fragmentation is key. But look, if they get it right, the potential upsides are massive. Real economic growth, proper job creation, getting ahead technologically. It's about building a more resilient, more dynamic economy, really.
Okay, so pulling it all together then, what does this really mean for you, listening now, and for the UK's future overall?
Fundamentally, this investment positions the UK to lead, not just in innovation generally, but specifically in sustainable development too. By focusing on these key sectors, life sciences, AI, green tech, and by empowering the regions, the idea is to foster a much more resilient, more dynamic economy for whatever the next few decades throw at us.
Fantastic. Thanks for breaking that all down for us. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the UK's huge investment in innovation and growth. Before we wrap up, here's something for you to think about. Beyond the specific sectors like AI or green energy, how might this massive investment actually reshape the identity of different UK regions? Could we see them becoming known globally as hubs for these industries of tomorrow? Something to ponder. Until next time, stay curious.